Welcome back to Teaching Jobs Korea, everyone. And today I have a very fun episode to share with you, and I'm going to take you on a trip to Da Nang, Vietnam. I have a weekend trip planned, which was very spontaneous. I like to kind of take trips spontaneously, but it's been snowing a lot in Korea. So in February, kind of sick of the winter and also the cold weather, so I thought I'd take a weekend trip, which is also a good benefit for teachers that are working in Korea and also living in Korea. Is the location of the country. It neighbors Southeast Asia, where you're able to take like weekend trips for very cheap. It's not that expensive to fly out there and spend the weekend. So I have a weekend trip that I wanted to share with you. And just to kind of show you what Korea looks like right now. It's pretty cold, it's pretty snowing. So I thought it'd be a good idea to take everyone on a trip to somewhere sunny and nice. And also, hopefully it will help you relieve some stress, which I know it will do for me. So I'm very excited to go. So I hope you join me on this episode. So let's go. Currently at the airport. The weather in Korea has been very bad today, so there's been a lot of delays, but luckily we've been able to make our flight. It got delayed by 2 hours, but we'll be able to get there tonight. So about to board right now, so I'll see you in Da Nang. All right, we finally made it to Da Nang airport, and we're gonna go, it's like 2 a.m. right now, so we're gonna go check in to the hotel, then I'll see you tomorrow. Good morning, everyone. Yeah, we made it finally into the hotel room around like 4 a.m. yesterday due to all the delays, but hey, look at this view right now. So I can't really complain. It is a little cloudy today, but considering the weather that we left in Korea, I can't complain. And so today, well, we got a room at a place called Hoi An Hotel and Suites, which is a resort in Hoi An, maybe about like an hour away from the airport by taxi. And it's a big resort where there's 4 hotels, all in one section, a casino. So everything that you need to do for to just kind of not do anything, you can do it all in the resort. And let's see what we can get into today. I don't really have anything planned, so we're just gonna see what we can get into, and I'll be back. All right, we're gonna go check out a place called Old Town, which is a cultural place that you can check out Hoi An. So we're gonna take a grab there and let's go check it out. And so we're here in Old Town, which is an area of Hoi An that's been preserved of what Vietnam used to look like a long time ago. It used to be a trading port, and now it's like a tourist attraction area. Very cultural, I think, to kind of get an idea of Vietnam and the people and like the environment. And let's just walk around and see what type of shops. There's a lot of shops and stores and spas. I think we're gonna go to a spa and get a massage. That's what you do when you're in Vietnam. So I hope you enjoy Old Town. So we're going to check out this place that our tour guide brought us. It's an ancient house, which is about 250 years old, with some ancient sculptures from 250 years ago of the Lee dynasty. And it's a very old house. It looks very unique. This is an old school of Chinese Confucius teacher from the Nguyen dynasty.
Nguyen dynasty.
And then a lot of people come here to kind of, I guess, pray and worship for good education for their kids. So this is an old style school. Oh wow, look at the dragons right here. Yes, oh, look at the dragons. Isn't it pretty? I guess this is where they pray for good education for their children. And this must be the Confucius teacher that was mentioned. I guess they give their offerings right here and just pray for good education and success for their children. You can buy like these street foods for like very cheap. How much is this? 50,000 dong. You gotta make sure when you cross the street in Vietnam, you gotta look out for motorbikes. So that concludes our tour of Hoi An City. If you ever make it out here in Old Town City, right? Please check out How. He's the tour guide. We just did an hour tour. Cost like 500,000 dong, which is roughly about like maybe $20. So it's very cheap and it's very educational. He took us around, took pictures, showed us all the sites, and I do recommend you visit him and ask for How, and then tell him that Kevin sent you, okay? So we're gonna get a massage. I'm actually going to get a foot massage at a place called Kika Spa in Old Town. And here's the menu, which is relatively cheap. You could get like, I'm gonna get a 1 hour foot massage for 300,000 won. That's like maybe $15 or like $13. It's a good price. Definitely cheaper than Korea. So for lunch, we made it out to a local restaurant that's very popular that sells barbecue pork. And it's always good when you're in Vietnam to visit one of these local restaurants because it's like a gem if you find the right one. And we're going to try a dish called Thuc Nung Kong Bang Nguk, which is like a barbecue beef, and you wrap it in rice paper and then eat it with some vegetables along with some sauce, along with some tiger beer, and it's very good. And usually you would see someone like cooking it right here. So you can see it being cooked. So this is how you wrap the barbecue beef. You gotta get a rice paper, put it on a wet. This is a wet rice paper on the bottom to kind of get it moist. So you gotta combine the wet rice paper and the dry rice paper. Then you gotta put the meat.
Yeah, you gotta put the meat and then you get the vegetable of your choice, whatever you want to put on there. Cucumber, cilantro. I don't know what this is, but yeah, here. Just kind of wrap it up like that. And you gotta just kind of slide it out like this.
And slide it out.
There.
You gotta dip it in the sauce. And then you're good to go. It's good. So we went back to the hotel and then we're back out for dinner. We're just gonna grab some banh mi, which is Vietnamese traditional sandwich. And we're gonna go watch the memory show in the old town at nighttime.
120.
Sure.
Chili outside.
So we're here in Old Town, gonna watch the Memory performance, which is a popular tourist attraction. It's a show, and we bought our tickets online. Prices for the tickets were roughly about like maybe $20 or so. So it's a good price. And we're just gonna walk around and check out the show. Bunch of souvenir shops right here, selling hats and bags.
Vietnamese and
Yeah.
It's Monday morning and I'm back in Korea. It's actually snowing right now as we speak. And it's 10 a.m. in the morning. I just got home just a little bit ago. Last night we took a 12 a.m. flight back to Korea and arrived at 7 a.m. and the airport was very crowded, so I couldn't do much filming there as well. But just to give you an overview of my trip over the weekend, I do recommend that you do check out Da Nang and Hoi An, the city. I think doing a weekend trip to Vietnam could be a little tight if you're a planner. If you're a little bit more spontaneous and an active person, then a weekend trip could be feasible. But I think maybe a 3 to 5 day trip would be a perfect timeline to do a trip to Vietnam. And I recommend Vietnam because it's a place where you can actually travel to, and compared to traveling to other countries, food costs, the hotels, and also the massage are at reasonable prices. And just to give you a review of the city of Hoi An, I think it's a great city. It's a city filled with a lot of character, history, and tradition. The people are very nice and accommodating. And the city of Hoi An has a lot of history, so I got to learn a lot about the city and its history. So if you're here teaching in Korea or you're planning to come out here during your vacation, if you want a destination to go travel to and check out, I do recommend checking out Da Nang and the city of Hoi An. It's definitely worth the money, and I guarantee you that you will not be disappointed. So I hope you liked today's program, and I will try to bring more and better episodes as we go along. So please stay tuned and we'll be back with more videos. And please make sure to subscribe and like if you like this video. Thank you.